Sagittarius, the new moon in Pisces begins March 1st. So the month of March begins with this new beginning in Pisces. Dream. What's your ideals? What's your vision? And for you, there could be this energy that comes up that's stirred up from your dreams from your childhood. What have you given up on yourself any place? Were there any dreams that you had in your childhood that somehow were squashed, that somehow, oh, you can't do this, or who do you think you are? This is a time to reconnect with your soul, that deep inner sense of, yes, it's my life, it's my dream. And the dreams that you came into the world with. Sometimes we reincarnate with this feeling that we're supposed to do something or supposed to have or go someplace or make something happen. And the world that we are brought up with, our, school system, our family system, they could have their own stuff going on, so they may not always get it. And if you were brought up in a family that really believed in you and believed in your dreams, then what a blessing. But get in touch with that inner cellular dream. And there's an intensity this weekend of this new moon. Not because of the new moon itself, which is in a harmonious aspect with Jupiter, your ruling planet, but because Mars will go retrograde that day, and then on the 2nd, Sunday the 2nd, Saturn goes retrograde, and Mars will be square Venus. So what does this mean? Saturn, when any planet goes direct or retrograde, it's stronger. It's like a beam of the direct energy, not moving, but straight down. And Saturn is clearing out where you can be your own worst enemy. Or that, let me put it in a different way. You are meant to become aware of your own personal stumbling blocks, to be serious about your life lessons and not learn from them, not make the same mistake over and over again. Do not be blind to them. Now, the Venus-Mars square traditionally is, couples are going to argue. And that might be true because it's the yin and the yang, the male and the female, in a squaring off position. But it's really about the Venus, what we desire, what we love. And Mars, our will, that action-oriented planet, our will to have it, squaring off. We can want a lot of things, but doesn't mean we're always willing to do what it takes to get it. So because this is such a dream time for you to go into the dream, what are my dreams? What is my vision? What is my ideal life? Be honest, brutally honest with yourself about what you say you want and what you're really willing to do or sacrifice to have it. Venus goes into Aquarius on the 5th. It's a good energy. Venus is in Aquarius is loving your friends unconditionally and accepting them with all their quirks and being able to agree to disagree about things. Jupiter, your ruling planet, goes direct on March 6th in Cancer. This is a good placement, and it's suggesting that you don't have to own or have everything in order to have your vision come true. There are tremendous amount of resources out in the world that other people hold, that you are available to you, whether it's other people's knowledge, whether it is things that we can use publicly, like libraries and roads and parks and all this other stuff. Look to that. Look to the expansiveness of all the gifts on the universe that can help support you and bring you happiness. You don't have to own it to have that. It's there for you. The full moon in Virgo is on the 16th, on Sunday, but you'll start to feel the energy on Friday and then certainly on Saturday. And it culminates about 1 p.m. Eastern Time on this Sunday the 16th, and it's about balance between the outer world and the inner world. And if you do this inner work, what are my dreams, what my cellular memory says, all that inner work, then when the full moon illuminates things, it can give you this clue of where to go next in the outer world. Where do I travel to? What job do I take? What's my path? Where do I put my time? The sun goes into Aries, fire sign. You're a fire sign that's really strong. Inspiring. Fire is inspiration, bringing inspiration. So you'll start to feel more inspired. And it's moving into a place of, in relationship to your sun sign, that is about having fun and doing things because you love to do it, because you enjoy doing it. And romance. It can kick up romance. But remember, Venus is an Aquarius that doesn't like anything clingy. Let's respect each other. Let's love each other. But sometimes we have to agree to disagree. And sometimes that it's your independence. You're a person, I'm a person. When we can come together and enjoy, we can. And when we need to be separate and do our own thing, that's cool too. The month ends the way it began, with the new moon. So on the 30th of March, we have the new moon in Aries. And it's intense, but in a different way that the new moon in Pisces was. Because the new moon is connected with the planet Uranus, which wants change, unpredictability, growth, enlightenment, revolution. And it's square Jupiter, and it's square Pluto. Pluto is a recognition of things that are outside of our control that we just deal with, and how we can transform ourselves in spite of certain circumstances on the planet that we have no control over. Us individually, maybe collectively, we can make big changes, but to be conscious of what you are in control of, aren't in control of, and make the changes and transformation within yourself to have this more freedom. And then the Jupiter, it says, where is my opportunity? And it's what we talked about earlier about this. You don't have to own everything. You don't have to have everything. The world, really feel as if you are a steward of the world, or the world is there supporting you. And to look at the world and the opportunity out there from those eyes. And on a more easier level to understand, it's like, hey, who do you know that can help you? Who do you know can teach you something? Who do you know that can share something with you? And you literally are having opportunity through others and through other people's resources. And the same time that, remember, we started the new moon in Pisces on the 1st with an aspect between Venus and Mars. And we have an aspect at the end of the month, but it's trine. It's not that square intensity. Trine is a harmonious aspect between the will energy and what I want energy, so it's flowing. However, Venus is now square Saturn. And so you see the reality of where you're restricted in life. And Venus is square Sedna. And Sedna is that aspect, that symbol of feeling that we've been misled in life by, whether it's society, whether it's by our own thinking. If I do this, then I'll have that. If I go to school, if I get this degree, I'll have this great career. It's not always true. If I am this way in life, if I move to this place, there's more opportunities, I'll have great opportunities. It's not always true. And Sedna is about that concept. And that Saturn, Venus, Sedna, T-square is bringing the reality of where we have been felt that we've been misled or betrayed in life. And it's not just to hang out in that, life sucks place. It is about understanding, okay, so that wasn't true. What do I need to do? Saturn always has this element of work. Learn your lessons, learn from your mistakes, and then move on. So it brings awareness of, okay, it's not that I don't want what I thought if I did this, it would bring me, or it's not that, but what do I really need to do in order to embrace that and have that? And it will bring up that awareness, ultimately to have this new moon energy of freedom, of self-expression, and really being able to live your life that is true to what your higher self and your soul came onto the planet to do.